What are Roblox UI scaling challenges for developers? Imagine creating a game where every player sees the same perfect layout, no matter what device they use. Sounds great, right? But in reality, making that happen can be tricky. When you're working on the Roblox player interface, or how players see and interact with your game, you run into some common hurdles. These are especially important when you're just starting out or trying to perfect your game for all players. One big challenge is making sure your UI elements look good on all screens. Some players might be on a small mobile phone, while others are on a big computer monitor. Each device has different screen sizes and resolutions. So, your buttons, menus, and text need to adjust smoothly. If they don't, they can become too small, too big, or even misplaced. That can make your game hard to navigate or look unprofessional. Another issue is keeping the aspect ratio of your UI consistent. The aspect ratio is the ratio of width to height of the screen. If you don't maintain it, images and text can stretch or squish, ruining the look. Developers often use something called UI aspect ratio constraint to help with this. But even then, it's not always perfect. Sometimes, parts of your UI might not fill the entire screen as you want. Text scaling is also tricky. If you use text scaled, the size of your text can change depending on how much text there is or how big the text label is. This can make your text look inconsistent across devices. You want your text to be easy to read but not too big or small. Balancing this takes some testing and adjusting. Positioning UI elements is another challenge. You need to make sure buttons and menus stay in the right place, no matter what screen size. Using layout constraints like UI scale helps. It allows your UI to resize proportionally, so everything stays aligned. But you have to set these constraints carefully, or elements might overlap or disappear. Getting started with Roblox Essentials means understanding these issues early. When you build your UI, think about how it will look on different devices. Use the scale property instead of offset for size and position. This makes your UI more flexible. Also, try to implement adaptive design principles. That means your layout adjusts automatically based on the screen size. By paying attention to these challenges and using the right tools, you can create a Roblox player interface that looks great everywhere. It might take some trial and error, but the result will be a game that feels polished and accessible to everyone. Remember, testing on different devices is key. Keep tweaking your UI until it works perfectly across the board. That way, your game will be enjoyable for all players, no matter what device they choose to play on.